While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You look at the Grizzlies, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, tied up with them.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. The guard pair, it's Morant and Brooks. And it's Bane in at the three, the small forward. And for the Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Jordan is out there with Kent Bazemore. Adams finds Morant. Poked loose. Three-pointer. Jackson misses. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Phoenix. Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And coming out of high school, John Morant said he was a no-star recruit.
Oh!
Davis puts it down with authority, and his team is just going wild about it. Man, that was impressive.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Fires the three. And again, Memphis no good. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. James outside. Lakers passing it around. Passes it to Jordan. Now here's Bazemore. Shot clock at 5. Davis with a screen on Brooks. Bazemore passes to Davis. Stolen by Jackson. Morant outside. Pass to Brooks. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
And he gets it to go.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Morant. Last game he had 28 points. Here's Bane. James covering. And that one, good.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Oh, he had him spinning. It looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Morant kicks to Adams. Bane passes to Brooks. It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. A three. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Bazemore. Westbrook's got a couple of threes now in the first for Los Angeles. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. To the paint. Bazemore on the wing. And another three for the Lakers.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Adams down low. He's against Jordan. Outside for Jackson. Clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. We've heard the calls for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Love it when Westbrook takes it right at the defense like that, strong, and then finishes as well.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective, is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. First in assists, sixth in rebounding, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. Steps back. Jackson passes to Adams. Right wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Knocked away. 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Bain. Can they get it? And the rejection by LeBron.
Great anticipation that time from LeBron. He sees the shot forming and gets there to swat it down.
Outside for Davis. LeBron right side. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for James.
You know, it really seems strange to say, but as big an impact as LeBron's made as a basketball player, he's making an even bigger impact off the court. His philanthropy, his activism. Tell you what, this guy's a special person. I really believe he's going to be a case study of how an athlete can leverage his stardom, his celebrity, his resources in a way that leaves a lasting, impactful legacy for many, many years to come.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. Jackson passes to Morant. Screen by Adams. Morant with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
That's in there. Davis with the assist. Jordan's got his second basket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Grizzlies 4th.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. Morant against Westbrook. And the shot goes in.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Here's James. Jordan high post. LeBron outside. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 6.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. It looks to me to be a bit sluggish.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Carmelo Anthony comes in for DeAndre Jordan. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And that one drops for him.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Rondo passes to Davis. And the rejection by Jackson. The 10-footer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And this must be a time of year, Clark, when teams are still working on their chemistry, everybody getting comfortable with their roles.
Well, you know, hopefully that's been established by now, Kevin. And even this early, you'd like that to be kind of anchored in. There's not a lot of time for the feeling out process in the NBA. You know, once the game starts for real, they come pretty fast and furious.
And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Conchar subbed in for Morant. Both free throws good from Anderson. Lakers leading by 12. James looking it over. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Williams, he's checked in for Brooks. Outside Rondo. No one near James as he lets it go. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Melton, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Lobbed up there for Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Lakers leading by 13. James finds Davis. Now Anthony. There's the triple. That one's not going to go. Good D by Anderson. Pass to Clark over Davis. And too long on the shot. Now Bazemore. Rondo passes to Davis. And it's Melton with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Anderson, a screen on Rondo. On the wing, Melton. James covering, just 4 to shoot. Here's Conchar. And it comes off the front of the rim. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Melton kicks to Clark. Pass to Concho. Picked by Clark. Here's Conchar. He's guarded by Davis. Conchar, the pass to Melton. Over Rondo. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Here's Melton after Rajon Rondo's bucket. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Horton Tucker's checked in for LeBron. Monk comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Melton feeling it out a bit. Great D that time from Westbrook.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here is Davis. Connects from three-point range.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Here's Williams. To the left side wing. Clark finds Williams. 6 to shoot. Pass to Concho. They need this. He can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers the other way. The pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Westbrook. Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Driving inside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Melton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Davis down low. He's guarded by Williams. That one goes. Count it.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Melton, following the basket by Anthony Davis. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Melton's shot is good.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Davis finds Anthony. Offline with his 3. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Clippers.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And the Lakers have possession, following the score by Memphis. Right side Westbrook. That one wide left. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Williams dishes to Anderson. Pass to Concho. And stolen by LeBron. Monk, no one around him. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Morant. So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Guard set is Westbrook and Ellington. Anthony is out there with LeBron James, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. 5 on the clock, puts it up from 12. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Morant. Stolen by Jackson. Anthony against Adams. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about the power by Adams on that finish? Just brushes off the contact.
Anthony kicks to Westbrook. Howard with a screen on Brooks. Here's Ellington, and Adams sends it back. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Adams trying to free himself up, and it's Morant missing. Lakers leading by 21. From deep, James. That shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Brooks finds Adams. Rebounded by Howard. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Anthony sets the pick for Westbrook. He feeds it to Carmelo. Over Jackson, and the rejection by Jackson. Morant surveying the D. Adams against Howard, deflects the pass, and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron with the ball.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball.
Here's Morant. Brooks outside. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the 3 ball is good. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Westbrook passes to Howard. LeBron James on the wing. Kicks to Ellington. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Ellington. There's the pass to James. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 10.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Second, the Grizzlies.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Brooks finds Adams. To the middle. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And a little contact like that won't slow Adams down. This is a guy who loves the contact and able to finish easily on that one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship.
Pass to Bain. To the inside. Morant. Good D by Howard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Morant against Westbrook. Passes to Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss. Lakers leading by 20. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers with possession here. Anthony kicks to Westbrook. Howard with a screen on Morant. Just 5 to shoot.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off.
Over Westbrook. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Jackson.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Anthony sets the pick for LeBron. Out to Anthony. From the arc. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Morant against Westbrook. And he gets the bucket. Morant's got 6.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Lakers leading by 19 points.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Some changes for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is checked in for Anthony. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for LeBron. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Clark, he's checked in for Adams. On the wing, Davis. Lakers passing it around. Here's Howard. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Payne. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Second chance shot. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And Memphis making a change here. Konchar's checked in. Los Angeles leading by 17. Howard up on top, guarded by Jackson. Here's Horton-Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 4. Howard kicks to Davis. Pass to Horton-Tucker. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. Morant finds Jackson. Now the pass to Concho. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Clark with it. Picked up by Davis. Clark outside. Morant dishes to Clark. Here's Conchar. Here's Jackson. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebound, and you've certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
11 feet away, and it's Westbrook missing.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about. You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Here's Howard. Sinks that one from the post. Howard's got his first basket of the night.
Nice execution that time from Dwight Howard. Feels very comfortable inside, even when the defense is guarding him pretty well.
And again, Memphis no good. Lakers leading by 19 points. Pass to Davis. He kicks it to Westbrook. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 5 assists tonight.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
To the left wing. And here's Morant. He has 6. Jackson trying to break free. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And the level of concentration, Morant looks under control despite being under heavy duress.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Some changes for the Lakers. Ken Bazemore comes in for Wayne Ellington. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Grizzlies, Anderson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Williams comes in for Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Here is Rondo. It's Davis on the wing. Howard in the post. He's covered by Clark. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the paint from 13. That one a little long. Lakers leading by 20. Right side, Rondo. Over to the wing. Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Clark. Here's Davis. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
Clark a screen on Howard. Here's Anderson, and Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Some changes for the Lakers. Anthony's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Horton Tucker. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Anderson a screen on Westbrook. Here's Melton. The rebound by the Lakers. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Anthony. To the middle. Here's LeBron. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:53 left in the first half of the game. And he comes up with the deuce.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And it's Davis missing.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
No good from Clark. Lakers leading by 20. Anthony, the pass to Davis. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Clark outside. Gonchar, the pass to Anderson. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. .103 left here in the second. Passes it to Conchar. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Pass to Clark. On the wing, Williams. Covered by LeBron. Now, here's Melton. The pass to Williams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
From deep. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. With Lakers coach Frank Vogel. Frank, what did you think about LeBron's performance in the first half?
He was great. You know, they're trying to make him beat them over the top. And, you know, he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence, knocked down a lot of threes, but also giving us great energy on D as well.
It's almost like he's a really good player, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, basketball fans. Anthony Davis has been the story of this game so far. An incredible start.
You're right, Ernie. Look at the numbers. His impressive point contribution speaks for itself. He's put the team on his back, on the offensive end, of course, and he's saying, hey, follow me.
All right, now we can take a quick look here at the upcoming schedule and what the matchups will be. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. So on the floor for Memphis, the guard pair, it's Morant and Brooks. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. And it's Bane in at the three slot.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
Bazemore finds Jordan. Back to Bazemore. Jordan sets the pick for Bazemore. Yes, that goes in. Bazemore's got the first points of the second half here for Los Angeles.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Loads it up for Davis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. The Lakers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. On the wing, James. Pass to Jordan. Takes it from 10. That shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Passes it to Adams. Here's Bane. It's Jackson atop the key. Pass to Morant. Adams with the screen on Westbrook. Here's Morant.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Westbrook. Davis kicks to Westbrook. And there's the pass to James. Pass to Davis. Fires the three. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Adams against Bazemore. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 7 points in the game.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
LeBron passes to Jordan. To the wing right side. Jordan with a screen on Morant. Westbrook and the Lakers with another miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And it's Brooks in the corner. To the right side. And stolen by LeBron. Inside. And it's Davis with the jam.
Things really rolling for AD now. This could be a big night for him.
On the wing, Brooks. Adams down low. He's against Jordan. Out to Brooks. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Back to Adams. Morant outside. Lets the three fly. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Davis inside. Guarded by Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That is textbook when you're talking a pump fake. Well executed that time by Davis. So good at knowing how to use that shot fake effectively.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, you know, it's been exciting to watch Davis develop as an NBA player. I mean, he's put a lot of hard work in and has turned into a dominant MVP caliber player. And some teams still struggle to find ways to deal with it.
And both free throws good for Davis. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Adams, the pass to Bain. Screen by Adams. And stolen by James. Right side Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant.
Well, he is so tough to guard without fouling because he's aggressively attacking you at all times. And one of the great things about Westbrook, he's high motor all day, every day.
2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Brooks with no one around. Buries it from 3-point range. Brooks has got 8 points.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Lakers leading by 23. Outside Westbrook. Down low. And they double up LeBron. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Morant. Westbrook passes to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. He's got 8.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Here's Bain. James covering. 11 feet away. The second chance effort. And the layup is good. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Jordan with a screen on Jackson. Pulls it up. Here's Davis. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
first in steals, first in points off fast breaks. And how about their offensive rebounding? Turned out to be a huge strength, as nobody in the league was better at second chance points.
And last season, everything started with their defense. You mentioned their #1 ranking in steals. The pressure they put on opponents was nonstop. The Lakers on D. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Outside Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Adams sets the pick for Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
James with the bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Passes it to Morant. From deep, Brooks. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Pass to Bane. Brooks up on top. The pass to Adams. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Jordan. Horton Tucker comes in for James. And Monks subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Westbrook with it. He's got 12. To the wing on the left. Here's Horton Tucker. He's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer on the way. Williams with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Russell Westbrook. The Grizzlies have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Melton finds Anderson. Here's Conchar. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's stolen by Monk. To the inside. Here's Anthony. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rondo passes to Davis. Here's Horton Tucker. The Grizzlies pull it in. Konchar's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Outside Williams. Anderson outside. Right wing. To the paint. Here's Konchar. Monk defending. Just 3 to shoot. Anderson's shot is off. Lakers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. On the wing, Melton. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Melton's got 5.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Melton. Back to Clark. Now here's Melton. He's guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. And that one is good. Melton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Outside Rondo, and Davis now top of the key. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Davis has got 21.
You know, over the last few years, AD's made enough threes to force defenders to respect him from back there.
Passes to Clark. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Rondo. Here's Horton Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. Over Anderson. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And it's Clark slamming it down.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Timeout called the Lakers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark, and Brooks subbed in for Konchar. Outside Rondo. Pass to Anthony. On the wing, James. Now Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now, here's Melton. He's covered by Rondo. The pass to Brooks. Over Monk. Brooks misses. LA has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Rondo passes to James. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Melton kicks to Brooks. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Offensive rebound. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Count that one. Anderson's got 6 points.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Williams against LeBron. Davis with a screen on Williams. And again, the Lakers no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers on top, running away with it. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Poise and aggressiveness on the offensive end. Everything we do is with speed and force on the offensive end.
Frank Vogel clearly would like to see these guys attack the defense a little bit more, but also avoid costly mistakes.
Yeah, and this is where I think you want to keep things simple. Make the right cut, the right pass. Don't worry about the style, just the score.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Davis sitting on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Guard set is Westbrook and Ellington. Anthony is out there with Howard. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. 4 on the clock. Out to Morant. Launches a 3. They get it back.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And for Memphis, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Jones against Westbrook. Here's Clark from the right block. The shot is good.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Anthony kicks to Westbrook. Anthony sets the pick for Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Anthony against Clark. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And that one falls for Clark. Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you've got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively too.
And stolen by James. Inside, they swipe it. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Out to the right wing. Bane passes to Morant. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Morant passes to Bane. Clock at 6. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Pass to Bane. And here's Morant. 6 to shoot. Left side Jackson. And again, Memphis no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the Lakers with another turnover here.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. Didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Bane. That's short off the rim. And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Anthony, no one around. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight. Passes it to Bane. Here's Adams. He's guarded by Howard. And Adams kicks to Jackson. And stolen by LeBron. Fast break. The Lakers. Launches it. Tries again. It doesn't go for him. Morant with some nice D. Here's Bane. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it to James. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Westbrook against Morant. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
And so it's Memphis with it. Morant dishes to Adams. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Los Angeles on D. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Back to Melton. Here's Bain. Shot clock at 5. He kicks to Morant. Lets it go from deep.
Boy, excellent job that time by Westbrook to challenge without foul.
And it's Morant missing. Shoots from 12. Ellington from outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Adams in the high post. Pass to Melton. Here's Jackson. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Here's Westbrook. Pulls up. James, no good.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Adams, the pass to Bain. Outside Jackson. Morant against Westbrook. Bain for 3. They get the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And it's Westbrook missing. The Grizzlies have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And the pass to Morant. And stolen by James. Jumps up, and the dunk by James.
And it was ignited by the skill by LeBron. I mean, he's got his head up right away, and the ball is out of his hands quickly.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Pass to Melton. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And Adams kicks to Jackson. To the middle, Howard with the steal, and it's the Lakers on the break. Ellington leading the charge. Feeds it to Carmelo. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
3 on the clock. Morant finds Melton. Good on the triple.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide-open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Lakers. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Morant passes to Melton. The feed to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 12 points for John Morant.
You know, that's not how you screen for your guys, but ultimately they still found a way to come away with the hoop.
Pass to Westbrook. Lobbed up there for Howard. On the wing, Melton. Over Anthony. Melton, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Outside Anthony. Howard kicks to Westbrook. Pass to James. And he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, this is how effective LeBron is in close. Just takes his time, never in a rush, and exploits holes in the defense.
Now the pass to Adams. Here's Bain. Pulls up, high post, and the rejection by James. Morant against Westbrook. The dish now to Howard. Pass to Westbrook. James outside. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. Bane passes to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Morant outside. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Anthony. The Lakers shooting well, 50% from the floor. Westbrook passes to Howard. Passes it to Carmelo. Fader on the way. Off the left rim and out. Memphis has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And it's Morant missing. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for LeBron.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Now here's Ellington. He's guarded by Melton. Up top, Ellington. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. Morant outside. Over Ellington. And that one's good, Morant.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and guys are playing for each other. We play selfless. All we care about is winning. And these guys are doing the little things, and therefore, any chance we get where we're able to find these guys and make plays, we want to give it to them. We want to reward them and thank them for doing all the little things. That's how you win championships.
Yeah, it was 1 through 15 tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, LeBron James.